Hey everybody, Paul over here at Wolf War Games. It's been a long time since I filmed. I'm by Hank here today.
Hello.
First game in 8th edition. It's been a long time. I did a lot of 7th edition battle reports. Today we're going to do an ITC mission. Hank has generally brought his Ultramarines.
Absolutely.
And now new and improved Ultramarines. I'm trying a couple different things out today with the new Ultramarine doctrine. Devastator doctrine. It gives you what, an extra -1 for AP right now?
Yes.
It can.
Start the game.
So, taking a couple more Storm Shields than normal. Also dusted off my Wolfguard Terminators. Probably Wolfen's going to be a better unit still, but I want to try him with an RJack burst, and we'll just see how it looks. But we're playing on an ITC format. Matt, this is actually Frontline Gaming. Matt, this is the one they call, I think this is the field base. It's got some nice terrain on here. Adding 1 GW, the old Sky Shield. And we'll kind of go over the terrain pieces today also, and go over pretty much everything we're going to play. If it has a door, you can go inside of it. Otherwise, it's going to be runes, barricade with barricade rules. The Sky Shield will be dilapidated, and we're going to play it as runes with a level 1. Feet underneath will be blocking line of sight. So we've got some cool stuff today. It's been a while, man. How many armies do you play now, eh?
Probably about 5 or 6.
5 or 6,
total.
yeah. Cool.
Favorite being the Ultramarines.
Absolutely. We all have our favorites. I'm doing Space Wolves today. Kind of my favorite. I'm doing right now. I'm trying to go for high in the ITC standings right now. Seeing how I can finish this year. I'm going to be doing SoCal Open and LVO. I got one game next month. Actually, locally here, we had a GT in November. We're running a GT also here at we're at DSG or Desert Sky Games. Good little store, friendly, easy environment playing. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. Thanks for watching today. I'll probably talk a lot about the tactics as I'm playing them, because this is gonna be kind of a learning game for Hank and I. We're gonna redo ITC format today. Our mission today, we're doing Control Nexus. Control Nexus has 4 objective pieces, kind of all in equal parts of the board. We'll take a look at the board too. If you control all 4 points, you get an extra point at the end of the round. So this is also an all deploy mission, so we do a dice. The person who determines the map will pick a side. The other guy can then either deploy all of his army, or the other guy deploy all of his army. And then you have a choice of going either first or second after you deploy all of your army. And obviously you counter deploy too. So it's pretty cool. You can't seize the initiative. But yeah, it's a little different format. Obviously level 1 of terrain and ruins and a block line of sight. We'll play magic boxes today too. So thanks for watching. It should be a lot of fun today. My Space Wolves are going to have lots of good target practice in our official skirmish game. Hank's brought a lot of his pretty stuff today, so maybe not, I would say, the most competitive list, but pretty list.
No, it's very, very pretty to look at. Did some touch-up work on a lot of the miniatures today, get them ready for today.
Cool.
Even redid Gilliman's sword.
Nice. Well, Gilliman's got a new and improved sword, which means that RJack's going to have a duel with Gilliman and get slaughtered. But it's okay. He's still RJack Rockfist, and he has to at least attempt at one point, because he is after all the King's Guard, the bodyguard too for Logan. Hey, thanks for watching, and we'll go over the map, and we're going to go over our armies here in a second. Okay, I'm going to have Hank go first. We're going to start over here on the right side of his army. Hank, tell me about what you got over here.
I got my Whirlwind, which is a heavy support choice for one of my detachments. I've got my 2 dedicated transports, Razorbacks.
Nice.
Last cannon, heavy bolter. Big bad G-Man right there, Gilliman.
Nice. Oh, look at his sword. You did a good job, man. I like all the green on there. That's cool.
And we'll see how well he does today with the nerf and the reduced points cost.
Yeah, but you know, even though he's been nerfed a little bit, the nice thing, extra 50 points, you can get some cool toys out of it too.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, cool. And now on the Whirlwind, did you play the one that has lots of shots, do you know, or did you play the one?
It's the one that has more shots.
More shots. So it's basically strength 6, 2d6 indirect. Okay, cool. That's really good. I've actually found that, you know, you're going to roll a 1 at some point if you're like a Space Marine in cover, and you're going to start taking, especially the little guys, they're going to start taking wounds. So if you have an objective holding game, this guy's really good. Eldar, same kind of thing. They like to hide in places like, you know, like Dark Reapers, stuff like that. So he's a really good unit to play in the game for Space Marines. If you're playing like an all Space Marine, you're a Legion of Astartes, or like you're going mono chapter. All right, let's take a look at the rest. Hold on. All right, so moving on to the next part of your army, Hank. Let's just kind of, maybe if you want to go over the front and kind of tell us what you got here.
All right, front is my old battalion. Got 2 chaplains, Cassius and a generic chaplain, 3 tactical squads, Devastator squad.
But is he really generic? I mean, you haven't given him no name yet, right?
No name.
No name.
He has yet to be named. Assault squad.
Maybe Irwin today.
Maybe.
Kill some
We'll
blood
see.
clots. Okay?
We'll see.
All right.
And then followed up with a Vanguard detachment in the back, and the Ultramarines colors back here. They also have a Devastator squad, Assault Terminators, and 2 Stern Guard squads, and my captain.
Assault Terminators.
The 2 drop pods.
2 drop pods. I noticed you put a little metal on the bottom of your drop pods today too. So we got a little more color. So Hank's done some painting. Army looks great. You've got a lot of good overall shooting. A lot of objective control stuff. So for you, holding OBSEC is a lot of stuff in the game. So all right, wow. And of course with Gillyman over here, this is going to be a very hard army to fight. Let's go over my list. Okay, so I'm running 2 battalions in a spearhead today. So up here I've got to, you'll see, let me move this camera back a little bit. I've got the new Phobius Rune Priest. He is going to have the armor rust for the 4-pin bone and the make you go last, or spend command points to make you go second. The last probably going to not be able to play him too much longer. He's an index Rune Priest on bike. He does have the staff. He does have the Storm Bolter. Everything's WYSIWYG on him. But we've heard of Legends coming out soon, which is we're going to not be able to play in the index stuff anymore, unless of course we agree to use Legends. I've got 3 squads of intercessors, power fists in each leader right here. You'll see on each one here, obviously the leaders. I am doing kind of a mirror version. I've got the Wolf Guard. This was unintentional, wasn't it, Hank? Totally. Okay. Wolf Guard Terminators, Thunderhammer, Storm Shield. Of course, with being Wolf Guard, they do get a +1 to hit, so when they charge, they hit on 3s instead of 4s, which is kind of nice. And of course, getting three hits. The guy with the fur obviously is going to be the bad leader. The Eliminators here today. Wanted something to screen for my Rune Priest over here. Over here on this side, we're running Arjac Rockfist, as well as Wolfguard Bad Leader. This has been upgraded with the new Space Wolf Stalker pack, so it's costing me 1 command point. You look over here, start with 14, go down to 13. Also, we've got 3 relics, down to 10, and Commander. We're down to 9. Those are my objective markers. So back over here, so Arjac does have the Wolfguard keyword, as well as the Bad Leader keyword, so he actually can be part of the Stalker pack, as well as a Bad Leader. And he's got the 3-up invuln, obviously, with a Storm Shield. He's got the Iron Fang. I won't pronounce the last name. I don't want to butcher it. Basically, what it does is it's an upgraded Power Axe, +1 string, -2, but D3 damage. But any 6 you does D3 mortal wounds instead of, and then which is kind of cool.
Instead of not addition to?
Instead of not addition to. So it just does D3 mortal wounds and you roll a 6. You don't have to make a saving throw on top of it. Of course, 2 drop pods. So yeah, it's a. Over here we've got the Vindicators. We've got 3 of them. I actually looked up the runes online. I remember 2 of them. One's Thorn, one's Oak, and I think the other one's Ash. So we've got Thorn, Oak, and Ash. Their HQ has got a Wolf Priest. I'm going to just keep him with a bolt pistol. I think I spent the points on a plasma pistol. We'll just use the bolt pistol because otherwise I'll forget anyhow too. So that's it. As far as my army, it's 2,000 points. I'll start with 9 command points after all my upgrades. And let's go over deployments and rolling for mission. Okay, so for mission guidelines over here, we've already done the roll off for the board type. We're just going to roll off for deployment. So Hank, if you do the honors coming over here, I'll roll my dice. I rolled a 2. Hank, you roll a 6. So Hank, you're going to be rolling for the board type. If you do the honors and roll that for us. He's switching dice. He's going to the red dice for. So we've got a 4 over here. Is what he rolled for the board type. We'll look that up and we'll come back and tell you what kind of our deployment zone is. Okay, so real quick, so Hank won the roll-off, and we're having Hammer and Anvil deployment. This is the one where a person deploys their entire army, the other one can counter-deploy. Let's take a look here, what we have here. We've already defined our terrain for the board. If it has a door, it'll be magic box accessible, blocking line of sight. Barricades will have the normal barricade rules. If you're within an inch, you get the cover as long as it's in between you and them. We have a barricade over here on this side. Each player, we've done our secondary missions. We'll just go over the secondary missions now, and then we'll do the deploy. This one does have the all deploy for this one. Okay, so armies around the table. Let's talk real quickly here. So on my side, behind the barricade here, squad of intercessors. I have another squad right here inside the barricade. Just looking for a little deep strike protection for my Vindicators at this point. Obviously, can't do 100%, but if I can kind of predict where they're going to go, that'd be good. Thunderwolf Cav along with the Rune Priest on bike over here on this side. As you look over here, I've got one squad of intercessors right here on the border barricade inside of the building over here. You see the little lads inside. And then the eliminators over here are put inside of the building along with the Phobos Rune Priest over here. On this end, we're right by this objection. The idea is to try to force him to engage these guys if he sees us for some reason, or to be able to just like pop up, take some shots, and start putting some mortal wounds on some of his guys to begin with. Would be good too. Which is overall, we'll see. No idea what's going to happen, but if I can pop Gilliman early in the game, he's always is somebody that's worth taking out if we can. Trying to see if we can get that stratagem off on the Vindicator's tanks also at the same time too. Hopefully we'll go first. The idea, you never know. Hank will still have a 1 and 6. On Hank's side, he's got a Razorback. He's got a squad inside, right, Hank? Okay. Over here, we got a couple squads taking advantage of the cover and the height on top of the dilapidated Sky Shield. He's got his little whirlwind back here. Obviously, really good spot, hard to deep strike to it, and he's going to be just pouring down, raining fire wherever he wants to need fire support. Over here on this side, Gilliman Razorback squad over here. Is it a TAC squad, looks like? TAC squad, missile launcher. On this side, we have one of the not named yet chaplains, along with, is it like a assault squad or a veteran? Assault squad. Okay, cool. All right, cool. We're gonna go show the table of stuff that's off table. So my stuff off table, the red and white drop pod. I've got the Wolfguard battle leader. He's actually also the field commander with the Wolf Priest. And then one squad of Blood Claws. Second one over here is just straight Blood Claws on that one. And then over here I've got R-Jack in Deep Strike along with the Wolfguard squad too at the same time. Hank's kind of mirrored me. He has a lot of stuff off the table here. Obviously these guys in this drop out over here, the Devastators in that squad?
Devastator and Stern Guard.
Okay, cool. So Devastators and Stern Guard will be a really nasty shooting squad. Hopefully we can kill some of those guys. And then over here you've got just assaults that we got in there.
Another Stern Guard. Okay. My captain and Chaplain Cassius.
Oh, cool. So you got Chaplain and Cassius. This is a nice little veteran unit right here. And of course we got the Terminators at Thunderhammer Storm Shield. And these guys here are
in the Razorback.
In the Razorback. Okay, cool. So again, Hank's mirrored a lot of what we got going on too. All right, Hank. Well, you've deployed pretty defensively, but at the same time, I mean, going first is going first. You got drop pods. What do you think? You want to try to seize?
Always try and see. Plan on going second, but let's see if we can get that first turn.
All right, and he rolls a 6. Right, you see that, ladies and gentlemen? So Hank will be going first. Awkward, not awkward handshake, but right handshake. Hank, good luck to you. And it's going to be turn 1. Okay, so pre-litanies the battlefield, you're going to go with keys to canticles. Hey, is that correct, Hank?
Correct.
All right, that's for the guy on the battlefield first canticles. Anything else pre-game or no, Hank?
Say that again.
Anything else pre-game or no?
Nothing else pre-game.
All right.
I reduce it to.
Okay, so for Hank's movement, as expected, drop pods back here. We got back here. He's got the Vanguard vets, correct, Hank?
Stern Guard.
Oh, Stern Guard, yeah. And then over here, same thing. Stern Guard over here.
Stern Guard there.
And then your devs over here, along with 2 drop pods over here. So kind of expected that. I left a little bit of. Couldn't cover all my blind spots. I thought about doing this, but in case you want to charge from the front on the tanks, it really didn't matter. I didn't really have. I mean, I guess I could have put the Thunderwolf cab over here like I expected, but that would have just left this side open on this side over here. So it really didn't matter at this particular point. He moved up his Razorback over here. Everything as far as his guys stood kind of where they're at right over here. Take some shots. TAC squad moved up here, Gilliman kind of behind, getting cover, staying out of the ruins. And then his chaplain kind of moved over here, do a little buffing. If you move over here, we've got the Razorback on this side. By the way, the chaplain advanced. And then over here, the assault squad advanced over there. The assault squad?
Yeah, assault squad.
Assault squad over there. So a lot of an aggressive move from the Ultramarines. I am deciding to do 2 different stratagems. Now, the way we play this card here is the units that come from reserve in the game. The drop pod itself does, but the guys disembark is the way I've been playing it. I might be doing this wrong, and if you know any FAQs, let me know. So Choser, this plan I'm going to do for 2 points. That allows a unit that's visible to the room piece. He's right here, and he can see this drop pod here on this side. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do Choser, this lane here. I'm going to have this Vindicator fire on that drop pod there. And at the same time, I'm going to do the second one, which is Keen Senses. Keen Senses lets me have no minuses to hit, so hitting normally. So I'm going to get D6 shots on that drop pod. I'm hoping kind of like Hank got a seized initiative, I'm going to be able to blow that drop pod and hopefully do some mortal wounds. Let's see how we do. All right, so how many shots do I get? So I get 5 shots. So and 5 shots here, hitting on 3s. I don't have anything there for a reroll. So 1-1, I'm not going to reroll that. So all these are strength 10 on the drop pod, strength toughness 6, 3s to wound, and it's a -3. So I got 2. Oh my goodness. I will command point 1 of these. So 2 at -3. Go ahead, Hank, if you do the saves. You need 6s, 2 at -3. Hank did not get a 6. So there's 2d6 for each one. So one does 7, drop pod takes 8, so I didn't blow it up, but I got him down to 1 wound. Hank's first shot, he's going to fire with the whirlwind. He's going to go after the eliminators inside the building. Again, the eliminators are in there, but being indirect fire, he can fire inside of a magic box. So Hank gets 2d6 shots. Let's see what he gets. So he gets 7 shots, absolutely average. Let's see what he needs 3s to hit, and then he's going to need 3s to wound. So 3s to hit, nice shooting. Only got missed 1. Looks good. And we're playing if it looks like it's face up. We're not going to go with that roll. Just makes the game roll go faster. And 3s to wound Hank. So Hank gets 4 wounds. So I have cover. I've got 2 up saves for these guys. So make all the saves. So Hank's 1 tactical in this squad with the missile launcher. He's going to fire the Vindicator. And the way we're playing it is touching cover and 50% excurred, so he gets +1 to his save. Here we go, Hank needs 3.
3.
He does get it, and then he's going to need toughness 8 though, so 4 to wound.
4 to wound.
Yes, he gets the wounds, -2, so I am currently at a 2 up, goes to a 4 up. I do get it. Dev's over here, he's going to fire the 2 last cannons and the plasma. He's not overcharging it. Over at this Vindicator over here, this could spell doom for my Vindicator. We'll see. That Devastator Doctrine's nasty right now with that additional -1. So plasma first, D3 shots, not overcharging, so he gets 1 shot. He needs 3 to hit. He does hit. He does need a 5 to wound though. Toughness 8.
Move over the green plasma dice. Green plasma dice.
It does not wound.
Does not wound.
Okay. And then next he's got 2 last cannons hitting on 3s, and then wounding on 3s. Hitting on 3s, 2 hits.
2 hits.
Wounding on 3s. No wounds with 2 1s. Do you want to command point 1 of those or no? It's your call.
No, that's fine.
No command points. Okay. Hank's going to go ahead and eat with this Razorback. He's going to fire. We just measured. He's about 7 inches away with 6 3/4. So he gets re-rolling ones from Gilliman, who's right over there. Not quite for the auto re-roll. And then we've got the Vindicator over here. Now the Vindicator doesn't have quite 50% that I can see covered, even though he's touching cover, so he won't get the additional +1. But so hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. All right, Hank, hitting on 4s. He does a 2 and a 3. Do you wish to command point 1 or no?
Yeah, this point we'll command point 1.
Yeah.
So we gotta get it. Gotta
get something going on. I agree. So it does get a 4, it gets a hit, and then 3 to wound. He does get a 4 to wound, so I have it's a -3, +1's -4. I have no save at -4, so go ahead and roll damage, Hank.
And we're doing, last cannon is...
D6.
D6.
D6, and he gets a mighty 3. Okay, 3 points on the Vindicator. And the Vindicator is out down to 8 wounds left. So the first string squad, Scott, he's going to have the guys of special issue fire on this guy, which is strength 4, -2 ammo. And the rest of the guys are going to fire him too, Hank?
Absolutely.
All right, good. All right, cool. All right, so 3s to hit. Do you have a reroll? You have a captain over there?
No captain over there.
Okay, so no rerolls.
No rerolls.
So 3 hits. He needs 6s to wound. Toughness 8. Nope.
No wounds there.
And the regular bolters. 4 shots from the standing storm bolter, hitting on 3s. 2 hits. And then he's going to wound on 6s. No wounds on that one. And the regular bolt guns, Hank, how many you got?
Next up is actually a combi plasma.
Overcharge or no?
Not overcharged, just
rapid fire? So 2 hits hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s. 1 hit, and a 5 to wound. No wound.
Nothing there.
Next, what else you got?
Next one, combi grab.
Combi grab, okay. How many shots did you get?
The combi grab.
5 hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s. Go ahead, Hank, what you got? So he definitely hits, and he needs a 5 to wound. Go ahead, Hank, let's see if you get it. Off the board, and no wound. All right, so Hank's death squad over here is going to fire at the same Vindicator over here. He's got 3 heavy bolters and 1 multi-melta. So 9 dice hitting on 4s, and then wounding on 5s. So, not bad, Hank.
5 hits?
Yeah, 5 hits, and then he wounds on 5s. Wounds on 5, so he's got 2 wounds. Now the Devastator docking is a -2, so it gets me a 5-up save. So I need 5 ups, or I take 2 wounds. I got 1 save, and I'm down to 10. And this fit care is down to 10. All right, here comes that multi-melter from that same squad, hitting on 4s, wounding on 4. Oh, he misses, and no reroll. The squad over here, his veteran squad, has got 2 meltas and then flamers, which are out of range, and then some bolt pistols. So we'll do those next. He's gonna fire on the intercessors.
Intercessors.
All right. First of all, what are you gonna fire first, Hank?
Go with the melta gun shots first.
Melta gun shot, hitting on 3s.
And I do have my captain and
so rerolling 1s.
There.
Rerolling 1s. So you got 1 hit, and then you need a 3 to wound. Actually, no, it's actually technically a 2 to wound, strength 8, right?
Strength 8.
So it's 2 to wound. It's -4. Doctrine is -5. I've got no save. Go ahead and roll damage.
It's still -4. It's regular.
Oh, is it right? Regular. Okay, but still have no save. It's -4. Go ahead and roll your damage, Hank. 2 or better, you kill a guy. 2. And you kill the guy. First guy's here. I'm gonna leave him on the table just for morale purposes, and that way I remember how many guys die. And at the end of the turn, I'll take him off the board. All right, 2 bolter shots, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s.
Within...
So yeah, everybody's in. Pile in,
Should be
boys.
within 12.
Within 12, so 4 shots.
I think someone's gonna die.
So you got 3 hits, wounding on 4s.
Yeah, I'll leave that one to you.
No wounds. Hank's gonna do some charges. He wants to tie me up here, possibly get first strike. So he's gonna do the 2 squads over here on the intercessors. So he needs because he's gonna kill this guy here. He needs a 10-inch. So we'll get to that and we'll do my Overwatch. All right, so I need 6s to hit. I've got 8 guys left, and then 4s to wound. So on this, I did get 2 of the wolves right now. We'll move those over here. Then to wound, I need 4s.
3, 4 ups.
So it's 2 saves at -1, Hank. So you've got 4-up saves. Go ahead and roll over here. So 4-up saves. I do kill 2 guys in the Overwatch. So Hank takes the 2 guys out from here. Have died in the Overwatch. Guys roll. Hank needs a 10. He gets a 8. Do you want a command point 1 or no, Hank?
This one or 2.
You're gonna need a 5, which is 33% chance. What are you thinking?
So they get the advance closer.
No, that's not the most important.
Not the important one. Okay. So these guys are going here, charging the Vindicare. Vindicare is gonna do his over 6 shots. I get 3 shots hitting on 6s. Oh, please give me at least 1. I don't get any. All right, Hank. Let's see. You're gonna need a 9-inch charge, Hank. Go for it. Hank does not make it. Do you wish to command point that one, Hank?
I will command point that one.
Probably a good option, Hank. He needs a 3. Oh, it's a 2. All right, we're down to the Devastators, charging in a desperate gambit to tie up that Vindicare. He needs a natural 9. No reroll available. Can he do it? Oh no, he doesn't get it.
Not with a 1.
Hank's first round, he definitely is holding over here in this marker here. So he didn't get a kill, so he does lose the first point in first strike. So he definitely starts the board, though, at least with 1. Better than nothing, right, Hank?
Absolutely.
All right, and we'll go to Space Wolves, turn 1. Thunderwolf Cav over on this side, possibly engage the Razorback or these Assault Squad over here. Room Priest on bike, he's over here. Probably do some spell shenanigans. Who knows if he can get something off, that would be cool. Vindicare, I kind of move back a little bit over here in this side, trying to keep within that 24-inch sweet range. Possibly use a stratagem. Might do it on those 2 squads over here. Intercessors, I moved up to here so I can get some additional shots. Also at the same time, move my other intercessor squad over here. Obviously with leadership 8, no need for morale check. Try to do some rapid fire, kill some guys. Use what we do best as Space Wolves, which is to assault and shoot occasionally. And here, I think that's the Phobius one along with the Eliminators on this side. So we're gonna do some psychics. So over here, we're going to start with a smite on this side, and then we're going to do the one which does half movement plus an additional mortal wound with this side with my librarian. Unless, of course, we roll perils. All right, so when you smite, you need 5 to get off. It does go off with a 5, does D3 mortal wounds. 1 mortal wound so far. Second one, you need a 6 for half move, and it does a mortal wound. It does a 10, so 1 mortal wound and half move. So over here, we're going to start with the Rune Priest. He's going to fire Storm Bolter and Bolter from the bikes on the tack squad over here. I'm going to get 8 shots, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. All right, so we need 3s to wound. 3 to hit. So that one, I'll call that a 2. And then we need 4s to wound. So only 1 wound, Hank. 1 3-up, sir.
1 3-up.
1 3-up.
Here we go. Blessed be Roberto.
Oh, he's good. Okay, good. See, over here I'm going to have the Thunderwolf Cav throw a single crack grenade on these guys here. Alright, so 3 to hit. We do not hit. Alright, it's been that game for me too, Hank. So we're going to start over here with the drop pod over here. We'll be firing at the chaplain. And then the blood claws on the chaplain. And then blood claws on chaplain. So first of all, drop pod's hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Wounding on 4s on the chaplain. 1 wound, no minus.
One with 2 wounds gone.
Is he in cover? Is he in cover? If he's in cover, if he's touching cover, yeah, give it to him. So he's got 2 up save. And he's good. Okay, next we have, I need 4 4-ups from Blood Claws. I got 2 hits, and then I need Force to Wound. 1 wound, 2 up save, Mr. Hank. He does get a 6. Next, the second Blood Claw squad hits. Actually hit pretty good that time, not bad. And then I need 2 wound, I need 4s, rerolling 1s. I do get a reroll 1s because of the battle leader. So I do get 1 wound, 1 more 2 up save, Mr. Hank. And he's good. So yeah, this drop pod's gonna fire on this squad, these Blood Claws on this squad, and then his bolt pistol on that squad there. First of all, the bolt pistol from the Rune Priest, or the Wolf Priest, he does not hit. Next one is the Blood Claws. They hit on 4s. Wow, a lot of misses. 4 to Rune, rerolling 1s. It missed. And the drop pod, 2 shots, hitting the 3s. 2 misses. And the effective spaceful shooting as always. The eliminators inside of here are going to fire actually at the devastators over here. 3 shots. On 3s, wounding on 4s, -1, and ignoring cover. So 3s, all 1 miss. Force to wound. 1 wound at -1, so 1 4-up save, sir. And nope. I didn't roll a 6, did I? No. All right, I did. Yeah. The intercessors here actually are going to charge or fire on these guys here, and they're going to rapid fire. Hitting on 3s. Nope. And then wounding on 4s, it'll be a -1. So, oh, wow. Yahtzee. So that's 7 saves at -1, Hank. Don't think I've ever rolled that many 6s in a long time. All right, 7 4-ups.
All right, no sweat.
Nope, you got this, man. You got this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Yeah, that's the squad.
That'd be the squad. All right. I'll go with first strike, but I didn't pick it. Over here, we're gonna have these. We're gonna have the intercessors here fire on what's left of the Devastator squad. I don't know if I'm gonna get a repeat of last time, Hank. Let's see what we can do. So hitting on 3s. So no, and then wounding on 4s. It'll be a -1 save. So yeah, it's only 2 saves, Hank, at -1. See, I knew it. It always comes around, doesn't it?
Balance out. 2 4-ups.
So only 1 more. Okay. So I've got the 3 Vindicators here. We're gonna do Longbaker Bombardment. I've got. I'm gonna actually do it on the Devastators and the Veterans over there. So it's gonna cost me 1 point. Take 1 more point out of my pool here. Down to 6. Actually, should be down to 5. Let's take 1 more out. All right. So my point's gonna be right here. So I'm gonna go. I got drop pod. I've got the Devastators, and I've got the Vanguard. Okay, so Linebreaker Bombardment. Let's go. I need a D6 on a 4. Does 3d3. So we're going to first of all start with the drop pod. Does not, which is too sad because I want to blow him up. The next one's the Vanguard Vets. I do 4. I do get that one. Vanguard Vets are 3d3 mortal wounds. So I do 1, 2, 3, 4 mortal wounds on the Vanguard Vets. And the last one on a 4-up, I get the Devastator Squad. I do get them on a 6. And then 3d3 mortal wounds with the Vanguard Vets is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be the Vets, and I think that's everything, right? Because it was 5 on them, and like no, it's 4 on them, and then it was like 5 on them. So I killed all those guys, and then was it 4 on them? I think. Yeah, 4 on them. So 1 vet left. Go with charges. We're gonna start with the Thunderwolf Cav. I am gonna charge over here on these guys here. I'm gonna also charge on the Razorback 2 for Overwatch. So Razorback Overwatch, he's got 2 shots for 6s. He does not get them. And then the Vets, you probably have about 3 of the guys I can see, maybe 4. Let's just go with 4. And you're hitting on 6s with bolt pistols. 1 hit, 4 to wound. I say 5 to wound. I thought it was 5. I'm sorry. It does wound. I have a 3 up right now, and I do not get it. I'll take 1 wound. All right, 6-inch charge on the Thunderwolf Cav. I'll also measure if I get high enough to see if I can get to the Razorback too. So I need a 6-inch charge to there. I do get a 6, so let's check to see if I make it to the Razorback also. So I positioned here and here for the Thunderwolf cap. Next, we're going to go and do the Rune Priest on the squad also. Since charge, do we make it? We do with the 10. Okay, so we got over here with the Rune Priest. All right, next we got over here, we got Blood Claws right here, charging on the Wolf Priest. Everything I have is a 9-inch charge. Now, hopefully I'm going to get at least one charge off, because everything I have over here, with the exception of the Wolf Priest, is Stalker Pack. So what I'll probably do is actually start with the Wolf Priest on these guys over here. So Wolf Priest needs a 9, he's charging the squad. He does get it with an 11. Okay, so pack number 1 needs a 9-inch, and they're going to be the closest one to the Wolf Priest. I mean to the Chaplain. Need a 9. I do not get it. Second one, I need a 9 also. And I get a 10. Yes. Off 1 point stratagem over here. Take another point away. Puts me down to 4. Let's make sure we roll 3 dice and take the highest 2. I need a 9. This is for my Wolfguard Bad Leader. And ooh, I did not make it with that. Do I spend a command point? I need to get a 5. Unfortunately, the Wolfguard Bad Leader rolled bad with a Stalker Pack roll. So next we're going to go ahead and do the last Blood Claw squad, and we're going to charge again both these two here. We're going to need a 9-inch for those two. Here we go. Come on, Blood Claws. No, I didn't get that. So Rune Priest is charging the Rhino over here. I think I need about a 4, and I just rolled a 4 over here. We'll check it. Charge of the Eliminators also. Then about a 4 again, and I got a 4 again. Critical one here is these guys here. So I'm going to definitely charge everything I got here. Is this a captain?
Yes, sir.
Oh boy. Yeah, that Chaplain over here.
Cassius.
Cassius. Ooh, Cassius. Oh, I don't know about charging Cassius. But they're going to charge us if we don't charge them. So we're going to go over here, and I'm going to have the Intercessors charging. We'll just charge Cassius. Does anybody have a flamer over there or no?
Cassius.
Cassius is a flamer. We're just going to charge the Captain and the drop bot now. I charge Cassius too, so let's see your Overwatch, Hank. What do you got?
So first we'll do Cassius Flamer.
Oh, I know what.
3 hits.
Forced a wound. Oh, 2 wounds. All right, I need 3s. Come on. You can do it, boys. Oh, I take 1 wound. Oh, at least I'm alive.
Bolt pistol from the captain.
Captain, bolt pistol. Oh, missed. Drop pod. 2 shots.
2 shots.
And yes, 4 to wound.
Oh no!
Oh, you're 3.
You can fail it. You can fail it.
Oh, I bet it. Go, and we get 3, which just makes it to the drop pod. Hank thinking here, does he want to do heroic interventions? I got a lot of stuff on the battlefield that's charged here that you might be able to do some with. You're already in hand-to-hand over here. Did you, I don't know if Gilliman's range is beyond 3. If it is, you can do heroic intervention. Let's check right now. Over here, do heroic interventions over here. Hank, go ahead and move your guys. All right. Armor rust over here. We're going to have the Rhino go last. So I've got my pylons over here. Cassius is pretty mean. Now they both have 4 bend wounds, correct?
Correct.
And 5 wounds, I'm guessing, with the captain. And then Cassius probably is either 5 or 6 wounds. We'll look that up. I thought this over. As much as I'd like to kill Cassius, the captain here, I think, is a little stronger. So I'm going to do my pylon like this here. And then here. And then here like this. And I'm going to declare my attacks. I'm going to have all of my attacks on this guy, and this guy go on the captain. And then make sure he piles in. And then on this guy here, I'm going to make sure he attacks Cassius. This is my normal attacks on the captain. Hitting on 2s, being space open, and wounding on 4s. So we hit with everything. 4s to wound. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. I'll take that. 5 3-ups. Let's see if we can get a couple on the captain before that power fist kicks in. 5 3-ups. So I get 1 through to begin with. Next comes the power fist. I get a base of 3. The assault doctrine goes to 4, hitting on 3s. Give me a good roll here. 2 missed. 2 wounds on him. I need 2s to wound. There are 2 wounds. It's -3 on the captain. It's 4 up in bow.
Yes.
So no and no. So 2d3 damage. You gonna try to reroll or no?
I'm gonna try and reroll.
Okay. Can't do a look ouster like 6th edition or 5th, 7th. And no. So 2d3. So I need to get at least 5 to kill him. I do not get that. I only get 2 damage on him. Next on Cassius, 3 attacks hitting on 2s, all hits, wounding on 4s. No wounds on Cassius. He is choosing to interrupt on his regular chaplain over here on the that are by the blood claws. On the blood claws, he gets 3 attacks. What do you hit on?
I am hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s. So he's get 3 hits.
3 hits.
And he gets wounds on 3s. Plus 2 strength.
Plus 2 strength. Strength 6.
Yep, so hitting on wounding on 3s.
3s.
So he's got 2 wounds. And then you're minus. Do you want to. Have you done a command point in hand-to-hand? I don't think you have.
Checking Gilliman's.
We're checking to see if Gilliman's in range. We'll check. Gilliman reroll was just in range, so he gets to reroll the 1. He gets it. So it's a -2, you said?
It is -2 AP.
Okay. So I need 5s. And I make one of them, so 2 blood claws die. Okay, so his interrupt is done right now. I'm going to do the over here. I'm going to do my piling list, getting closer here. I'm going to start with my librarian or my rune priest. He gets 3 attacks. He hits on 2s, and he's going to be wounding on 3s. 3 attacks hitting on 2s. Gets 3 hits, wounding on 3s. Only 1 wound at -1, sir. 1 4-up.
What are they, Captain?
It does kill 1 Marine. Over here, pile in Thunderwolf here. I'm going to pile in Thunderwolf Hammer over here. And the other Thunderwolf will be here. Stay in cohesion so that I can go ahead and attack these guys over here. So I'm going to do these guys' attacks. I've got 6 chainsword attacks on these guys, and then I've got 6 Thunderwolf attacks on these guys. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 4s. So all hits, wounding on 4s are the regular Marines. So I've only got 3 wounds. Go ahead. Hank makes them all. So now let's see if the Thunderwolves can finish them off. Again, hitting on 2s and wounding on 4s. And then at that point, they're -1.
Number of models plus D6.
It might be a strength 5. I'll double check. Hold on. Looked it up. It is only strength 4 on Thunderwolf. It used to be strength 5 before. It's a -1. So it needs another 4-up save for another guy. And Hank loses 1 more. Now on the Razorback, we hit on 3s, and it's strength 4 wounding on 3s again. And I get 3 attacks base for the Wolfguard Bad Leader, +1 for the new Assault Doctrine. I hit on 3 of them. And then I need 3s to wound. So I get 2 wounds, and that's a -3, and that does 3 damage each. So you got 6-up save, Hank. I'm gonna do also the regular Thunderwolf 2. Hits you all 3 times, 5s to wound, and wounds you once at a -1. So 2 at -3. 2 saves at -3.
Nope.
So he gets 6 damage, and then 1 save at -1, so 4-up.
Yep.
Yeah, so he takes 6 damage. Blood Clouds will pile in. And I'm going to get 4 now each of these guys. So you get a base of 1. The new Assault Doctrine that we get for Marines is +1. You get a Chainsword of +1 and then Berserker Charge +1. So 4 attacks each hitting on 2s with a reroll because of the Wolf Priest. Then I got 4 attacks with Power Fist, hitting on 3s with a reroll with the with the Bat Leader. So just to make things easy, let's start with the regular Blood Claws first. So I'm going to get 4 attacks hitting on 2s, rerolling everything because I've got a Wolf Priest there. So 2 1s are rerolling. So everything hits 4s to wound. So wow, that's good. Okay, I'll take that. So that's 6 wounds, no minus, so 6 3-ups.
Don't have it. Details on it in a second.
Okay. So
Oh my
miss-
goodness. He
missed-
failed 4.
How many wounds did he take?
He's got
Happens are 4 wounds, so the Blood Claws without the Power Fist took him out. Well played, Blood Claws. Bad roll. So if my Chaplain hits on 2s, he gets an extra attack for the charge, so he hits on 4 attacks. So hits with everything. +1, so 3s.
Towards the end.
Ooh, only got 1 save at -1, Mr. Hank. And he saves. Over here, we're going to start with the eliminators. So we're going to go here, here, and here. So 10 attacks total wounding on 2s with eliminators. Wow, lots of 1s.
I'm okay with that.
Sure, absolutely. And wounding on 5s. So I only got 1 wound there, Hank. So 1 3-up armor save with the Razorback. And he's good. hit on +1 attack for being Space Wolf, so hitting on 2s, and then I'm wounding on 5s. So 1 miss, so 5s to wound. This is a sword. I get 1 wound at -3, so Hank needs to get a 6 on this. He could do it. He does not, so D3 damage, does 3 damage to the Razorback. I definitely am holding more. I've got 2 objective points, one on the far end of the board over here, and then I got a second objective point over here. As far as this go here, I killed 3 units. I killed the veterans, the devs, the veterans over here, and then I killed the chaplain over here on this side. So that gives me big game, Butcher's Bell. Recon, I've got 1 over here. I've got 1 in this squad here. I've also got additional Vindicators over there and then over there. So that gives me the recon also. So it gives me a good start to the game. It gives me, I'll get a total of, I'll max, so I'll get I'll get 4 points. I won't get the bonus for hold more. And then I will get a total of secondaries of 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 8 to 1. It's a good start for the Space Marines. Hank kindly noted on here before we were doing the scoring. We didn't get our attacks back over here. So Hank, do you want to start with Cassius, or do you want to start with your captain? Captain first. So Captain gets how many attacks? So with his teeth, he's call it Teeth of Terror?
Teeth of Terror.
Teeth of Terror, he gets additional 3 attacks. This could end the squad in just right now. So he hits on 2s. Hits with everything, and +2 to strength, so wounding on 3s. Okay, so you got, wow, it's a lot of wounds. Not looking good for our, how many wounds? That's
1.
So it's 6 wounds?
6 wounds.
-3?
-3.
So I need 6s. -2. So I need 5s, but I've got to make at least 3 of these. So I need at least 3 5s or the squad's gone. So I got 1. Nope, that would be the squad. So good job, Hank. Definitely got a kill on that one.
Gonna go for it. We're going.
I've got a sense. All right, here we go. Let's put Hank up to 2 points because he did get the kill with the intercessors at the end. So 2 to 8, and it'll be Hank's turn. Terminator's coming down, Hank. We're gonna do lunch real quick. We'll be back. All right, so we're back again. We did have one other hand-to-hand we're going to do. Hank is going to go ahead and attack with his 2 assault marines, and he's going after the Thunderwolf Cav. We'll roll that up. Hank's going to go ahead and do his guys. So well, the new doctor, just the amount of attacks we get is stupid now. So they each get a +1 chainsaw to one guy. The other guy has a base of, no, he gets 2 attacks, 3, so it's actually 5 attacks. Because he's a sergeant gives him 2, assault doctor gives him 3. So that's 6 attacks hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s. All right, and they're going after Thunderwolves. Got it? Here we go. 6 attacks hitting on 3s. 2 hits, wounding on 5s. You gotta get at least 1, man. Ah, there you do. All right. So 3 up invone. Well, it's 4 or 5. Either way, we're good.
All right.
Review the battlefield. A wounded Captain Cassius over here. 1 last guy over there. Probably have to do a leadership check. Slightly dinged up Vindicators. Intercessors over here. Thunderwolves and the Rune Priest over here. On the Razorback over here. Got 4 wounds left. Took out the Chaplain. Lost a couple Blood Claws. We still got the big Guillemot to deal with soon. Blood Claws, Wolfguard Battle Leader over here. We still got a lot of shooting over here that's going to happen too. And then over here we've got a little hand-to-hand. We dinged this Razorback up slightly. We've got the Rune Priest and the Eliminators over here. So it should be an interesting next round. And then of course we still got some reserve units. Just, you know, Hank did make a 1 for the leadership test over here. All right, so movement. Terminators came down right over here. Kind of go on the back side of the Vindicators right now, and then just out of range is the Thunderwolf Cav. He stayed in hand-to-hand. He backed out over here with the wounded Razorback. Over here, these guys stayed in hand-to-hand with the Blood Claws over here. Blood Claws are obviously just sitting over here. He moved the squad a little bit around over here, a little better range on the Blood Claws over here. These devs moved down to the front line over here. Whirlwind moved around a little bit over here to this side here. Over here we've got the Razorback just kind of backed out of hand-to-hand combat with the Eliminators and the Phobius Priest. And then over here we've got this Grav Cannon Man moved a little bit over here on this side. So lots of movement. Of course, we've got Robert Guillemont came over here. Looks like he's going to engage the Eliminators and the Phobius Priest. All right, well, let's see what happens in the shooting phase. Here, the Devastators are going to fire. Now, the Doctrine he has right now allows them to move and have no minuses. They're going to fire the Eliminators right now. We've got 2 last cannon. He's burning a cherub to fire a last cannon twice. Also, heavy plasma, heavy bolter. Not looking good for our Eliminators, so we'll see what happens. Last cannons first. He gets 3 shots with the cherub, hitting on 3s. He hits with 1 of them, wounding on 2s for the last cannon. It does wound with the last cannon. -3. I am in cover, and I get a +2 for cover, being so that puts me to a 3, to a 2, to a 1. -3. That's a 4-up save, and I do not make the 4-up save. Go ahead and roll your D6, sir. And 1 wound on 1 eliminated. Command point reroll the 1 wound, and it still goes to 1. Murphy's Law, right, Hank? It just what happened? All right, it goes to 1 wound. So he's going to do a Hellfire Shell. All he has to do is hit, and then if he hits with a Hellfire Shell, he does D3 mortal wounds. So he needs a 3.
My sergeant's gonna pump him up, so he's gonna hit with 2.
Hitting on 2s, and he'll do a Hellfire Shell. He does hit a 2. D3 mortal wounds, Hellfire Shell. 2 mortal wounds, kills another one. Thank you. Now you got your heavy bolt or heavy plasma. What do you want to fire first?
No, that was a heavy bolter.
Oh, that's right, the Hellfire Shell.
Plasma is next.
Heavy plasma, D3.
D3. And
see.
we're not gonna overcharge.
Probably don't need to.
Don't need to.
And it does 3 shots. Nice hitting on 3s. You hit 3 times. You wound on 3s. That's 1 wound at -3, so I have a 5-up save with my pluses. I do make the 5-up save though. Plasma pistol's next. Go ahead and roll. We need a 3 to hit. It does hit, wounding on a 3. It does wound. I need a 5-up save again. I don't make it, but I do have 1 wound left. So Whirlwind's going to go ahead and fire over here at this Blood Claw squad here. All right, go ahead, sir. What do we got? 6 shots. 6 shots, hitting on 3s. You did move, though, so you go to 4s. Does your Doctrine affect your vehicles, too? Oh, nice. Hitting on 3s, so you move your roll and fire. Hit 3 times. And wounding on 3s. 1 wound. Well, so you have 3-up save with a Blood Claw, and we'll do in here. We do not get it. Next, this tack squad here is going to fire on these Blood Claws here. We're going to fire now. It starts with the rapid firing bolters. Now we do get a -1 with this Doctrine up now, so hitting on 3s, not bad. Good hits. Wounding on 4s. Not too bad. Couple. 2. -1. Need 4s, and I get a 5 and a 6. Frag missiles. He's trying to go for wide wounds here. So how many shots do you get? It's a D6. And he gets 4 shots, hitting on 3s. You hit 2 times, and then your wound on 4s. 1 wound -1, and a 4-up save. Yes, I make it. Bolt pistol firing, hitting on 3s. Hits, wounding on 4s. No. So next he's going to fire the hand minion from Gilliman at the last Eliminator Sergeant. 6 shots, hitting on 2s, rerolling everything.
Reroll 1s on wounds, and it gets an additional -1 AP.
Additional -1 AP. All right, here we go. So he needs 2s to hit with a reroll. Only 1 miss. So all of them hit, and then to wound, strength 6, 3s to wound, rerolling 1s. So only 1 reroll, he gets it. So we only get, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 wounds. What's the AP on again, Hank?
-2.
-2 plus there's additional AP on there, you said?
Yeah, that is with the additional.
So -2. So I'm in cover. I get +2 in cover. So I have save on a 3-up save. So I've got to make 5 3-up saves, and the sergeant will be alive.
3 damage apiece.
Oh, this one here's. You know what? Because this one here is off and it's 2 damage each, let's just say he's dead. I'm not going to worry about the reroll. So you definitely got him. The lone grab gun's like, hey, you know, there's a Phobius Priest over there. Maybe I should shoot at him. So 2 shots with the grab hitting on 3s. 1 hit, strength of 5, wounding on 3s. It does wound. What's the minus on that, Hank?
Minus on the grab. It gets an additional. Does get an additional -1.
Okay, so
we're at minus.
It gets -4 with the additional with the Doctrine right now, so I'm going to use my Armor of Rust 4-up in bone. I do get it. So we've got the 2 characters over here going to fire at the Vindicator over here. So we're going to start with, do you want to do Cassius or the Captain first?
Cassius.
Cassius fires his pistol. He hits. What's his strength on it?
4.
Strength 4. You did a 6 to wound. Does not wound. And then the captain.
Same thing.
He hits on a
So
2 will hit.
2 will hit.
5 will not wound. So we've got Gilliman going after the Rune Priest, the Phobius Rune Priest over here. We just measured. It's an 8-inch charge. Fire my mighty bolt pistol. Haha! It hits. 5 to wound. No wound. Go ahead. An 8-inch charge, Mr. Gilliman. He pulls it off with an 8. And Gilliman pulls off his charge on the Phobius Rune Priest. Okay, Terminator time. They're gonna fire. He's actually gonna charge both Vindicators, so we'll get some Overwatch now. The Vindicator number, actually I'm just doing both at the same time, I might as well. So both dice, 2d6 shots. So I get a total of 8 shots. We got 2, 4, let's take that other dice out of there. Not a big fan of ones you can't see on camera. So 8 shots, hitting on 6s. I got 1 wolf out of it. Wounding on 2s. It is a wound. It is a -3. So
Storm Shield?
Storm Shield is a 3-up in bone, sir. 1 or 2 would be really nice right now. Oh, 1 would be excellent. Do you wish to reroll that?
Yeah.
No? Yes or no?
Yep.
You're gonna command point reroll that?
They gotta make it. I'm gonna switch dice.
One
my
or
lesson from
2.
last time. There we
He
go.
makes it. Okay. Now for the amazing 9-inch charge. Now you get no reroll now because he just saved one guy. So this is it. 9 or better, and he's got it. He does not get it with a 3. It really didn't matter. Captain's going first. He's going to fire actually at the Vindicator. We just measured it. It's a 7-inch charge. Overwatch D6 shots. I get 1 mighty shot. I'm going to roll. Give me a 6, baby. No, we didn't get it. All right, let's see this. Let's see the charge. You can do it. Easy, 8-inch. Cassius next, no Overwatch. He rolls a 6. Let's measure it. So Cassius and the captain easily make their charges and don't get Overwatch with the Vindicator. I use the Armor of Rust on my Phobius Rune Piece, and I'm going to have Gilliman go last. So we're going to go over here, and we're going to start with the these guys right here. Do you want to do the captain or Cassius first? Captain. Cassius first? Okay.
Captain.
Oh, captain first. Hitting on 2s, going after this Vindicator. Let's see what we got here. You get a reroll 1s because you're a captain. So that's everything hits. Strength 6 on toughness 8, so 5s to wound. Let's see how many he gets here. He gets a couple, gets 3 of them. It's pretty good minus. What's the minus on that again?
Minus on the teeth tear is -2.
-2, okay. So I need 3 -2. I need 5s. I make none of them, and it's how much damage each? 3?
They 2 apiece.
2 apiece. That's going to be 6 damage. And that puts my Vindicator down to 4. Let's see if they can survive with Cassius.
Oh, really?
Doubtful?
I didn't even give him his additional +1 for charging.
Okay.
Okay. We missed it. I'll give it to Cassius.
He gets a +1 attack?
In the charge, right?
Yeah. Well, you can tell. You can get that. You're in still the same phase. Go ahead. Go and roll it again.
So Captain.
Captain hits and 5 to wound. Does not wound. Okay. The dice gods are what they are. What they are.
Cassius is a base of 3.
Yep.
He gets +1 for his mantra and +1 for Angel of Death.
Okay.
So he gets 5.
Hits on 2s or 3s?
On 2.
Hits on 2s. Okay. Should be hitting on 2s and wounding on 5s.
At this point, it's them killing us.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Hitting on 2s. He's good with everything. He hits and then wounding on 5s. Need a couple of these.
Sounds good.
At least.
I'll take it 2.
You do get 2. If I miss both, I go boom. And it's -1, right?
He is on. His is minus.
Crozius is -1 unless you get something special.
His is -1, 2 damage apiece.
-1, so I
but
need-
it's actually 3 damage apiece with the mantra strength.
Right, so basically I have to miss 2 and you got me. So I need at least, can I get a 1 and a 2? Should I command point this? This could be a pain in the butt to these guys. I am going to command point 1 because I got a 50-50 shot. So let's go over here, take one of my dice out here. I need a 4. I make it with a 4. All right, good. First non-chargers, he's going to do the Assault Marines on the Wolf Guard, or the Thunderwolves, or the Priests? On the Thunderwolves. They switch into the Rune Priest on the bike, so he's a toughness. I have 5 wounds, toughness 5, 3 up, save, 5 up, inbound. So let's see what you can do.
They did not charge to be charged.
Right, so they just get the normal attacks. Should be 3 attacks. Hitting on, well, should be one, two. I'm sorry, 1, 2. It should be 3 attacks. 3 attacks. But although you need to do these separately because the power sword will make a difference this time because I don't have a 3 up inbound.
So
The 2 normal with the sword, the regular guy, chain sword and normal. Do those. You need 3s. 2 hits, and you're going to need 5 to wound. Wow, 2 wounds. So I've got 3 up save. I make both, and then the power sword you need to hit me in 3s. 2 3s. You're a sergeant. Hit twice, and then you need 5 to wound. No wounds with that. Gilliman is definitely a higher power level than my Phobius Priest. He basically lets him reroll wounds against him. So 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s with a reroll. Hitting on 2s, all hit. Oh, very good. Wounding on 5s with a reroll. So not bad, only missed 1 reroll. No, so I got 4 wounds at -3 on Gilliman. It's 4 saves, 3 up inbound. 4 saves, 3 up inbound. He missed 3 of them. Do you wish to command reroll 1? Or have we done that in the assault phase yet? Did you reroll in the assault phase? I don't think you have yet.
no. Well, yes, I tried to reroll it. No, what did I reroll? I rerolled a save on Overwatch.
Save on Overwatch, but that's Overwatch. We're now in the hand-to-hand part of the phase, so you can reroll 1 if you wish.
What's the damage again?
D3 each. Right now you got 3 D3 coming at you. I probably won't kill you, but if I get lucky, I'll kill you.
Yeah, we'll reroll 1.
He's gonna reroll 1, so basically he needs a 3 again. He does not get it. Oh my goodness. The dice gods are not smiling on you, Hank. Now let's see. Can I roll a bunch of wolves? I need some wolves here. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't quite kill Gilliman with that, but he's 8 wounds, right? Is he 8 wounds or no? 9 wounds. So I've got 7. I'd have to reroll 1 of these and get. I can't do it, so I'm just gonna stay with the 7. So Hank's piling in over here, and he's gonna get a bunch of choppy chops on the Wolf Priest. Charges on the Wolf Priest. Here we go. So we get 3 hits, and they're gonna be forged to wound. No wounds on the Wolf Priest. I'm doing a pile-in right now, and the Blood Claw is on here on these guys right now. Start with the chain swords first, hitting on 3s with a reroll. Thank goodness for a Wolf Priest over there. Hey, do it again, Lloyds! Didn't help a lot, but we got 1 more hit. Wounding on 4s. So we got 1 wound so far. Now the Power Fist, hitting 2 attacks, hitting on 4s with a reroll. I don't reroll 3s, which that one probably is, and 2 to wound. Nothing. So we have, and I really don't want. I've got that many. Not with troops. So I basically got 1 at -3 and 1 normal save. There, Hank. So 1 normal save first, or however you want to do it.
Normal save?
He's good either way. And then the other one, go ahead. -3. So you need 6 to save. 6 to save. No. So I got 1 more. So next, non-charger, we're gonna go with the Wolf Priest. He's gonna attack on these guys over here. Got my Wolfenstone. Hank's graciously said I can do it. So the 1 normal attack hitting on 3, hits and wounding on 4. Nope. The Power Fist hitting on 4. Nope. And no reroll because it was a 3. So next, the Wolf Priest has a base of 3, 1 extra for the Wolfenstone. So he hits on 2s. He hits with everything. He wounds on 3s. He wounds with 2 wounds at -1 Hank, so you need 4s, and they do 2 damage each. Not that it matters on normal Marines. 2 saves. 2 saves. Hank makes both, so he's solid. So Gilliman's going to go ahead and go. It's not going to affect us too much.
So 6, and he charged, so Angel of Death, he gets 7 attacks.
7 attacks hitting on 2s, re-rolling everything. Should be a lot of hits here. A lot of hits with everything. 7. And then your strength is what, 6?
Strength is obnoxious.
Obnoxious. Let's just say he hits on
8.
So wounding on 2s, and he re-rolls 1s. So wounding on 2s. He does re-roll 1s because he is Gilliman. He is himself. He says, I can wound him all these. So we got, how many wounds is that, Hank?
Oh, I didn't see. How many 6s did I make?
I didn't. How many did you get?
Doesn't matter. So it's -4 AP.
How many wounds?
3 apiece.
How many hits did you get on me?
Oh, all 7.
7. So I've got 7 saves. I've got 4 bin bone. I got to make a lot of these because if I miss more than 2, I'm probably dead. Let's see what we get. Yeah, I got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, even with a reroll, I'm gone. So the phobia's got. The question is should I come back from death and attack you? It's a really good question because you only got a couple wounds left. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna spend my 2 command points. Fight from death. I'm already goosed up right now too, so I'm hitting on 5s. I'm gonna 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. Hits with everything. Now he still has his other stratagem. I got to reroll wounds, so I hit on a wound on the 5s with a reroll. So I've got only 1 so far rerolls. So I've only got 2 wounds at -3. Hank, 2 dice, 2 3-ups. Can I take Gilliman out in death with the Phobius Rune Priest? Both go through. I get 2d3 rolls. I get 5 wounds. Oh no! So, in his last desperate seeking a saga, a Rune Priest is born in our simulated combat here. I still got more assaults to do, but Hank's gonna roll his first 4 up now. You don't have a reroll now, do you? Because we're in the assault phase and you've done your reroll. So if you do roll a 1, 2, or 3, he's gone. Oh! No! So over here we're gonna start with the Rune Priest and then we're gonna go to the Thunder Wolf Cav. All right, we're gonna start with the Rune Priest hitting on 3s now. Hits twice. He's going to wound on 3s. 2 wounds at -1, so you need 4s. 1 guy goes. All right, so I can't get swords on him. So what I'm going to do is I get my 4 normal chainsword attacks, hitting on 3s. No rerolls. We're going to wound on 4s. So I've got 1 save so far. Hank, if you do the honors for me, sir. And he's still staying solid. Now we're gonna see if the Thunderwolves can finish it, hitting on 3s. Hit 5 times, wounding on 4s. So 1, 2, 3 saves at -1. 3 saves at -1. Can they do it? He needs at least 3 4s. He doesn't get it. The last guy goes. So consolidation over here with the Thunderwolves. I think we might want to go this way. So we're gonna go back over here towards these Terminators.
That guy's probably going to be like the only thing that's alive still.
My movement phase right now. This is where we're currently at right now before I do my movement. So a lot of stuff happening. Definitely things have shifted in favor of the Sons of Russ at this point, but the dice gods are the dice gods. You never know what's going to happen until it's all over. We still have Crassius over here. Did you heal your captain? I didn't see you heal him.
No, that's how many wounds he has left.
Yeah, but doesn't correct Crassius? Isn't he a chaplain?
Chaplain.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're chaplain. See, I get healing on my wounds.
Apothecary heal.
Yeah, apothecary's heal. So over here, back out of the Vindicator here. These 2 moved over here. Sure, I'm 1 inch away. Thunderwolf Cab moved over here to this side. We've got the Rune Priest over here. Over here, this side, Blood Claws moved up. These guys already stayed in hand-to-hand. Wolfguard Battle to put himself here, moving up towards this squad over here. These are the Blood Claws moved over here, getting ready to see if they can get up and charge these guys here. Over here on this side, the Terminators came down over here on this side here. Deep Strike, and then Arjak came in right behind him, but gave himself a 9-inch charge for those guys over here too, as well as that way we've got a couple options if we need to. We have more vehicles on this side of the board at this point, more heavies, seeing what we can do to try to eliminate that. I know I've got characters over there, but I'm hoping between my Vindicator shooting and possibly, I don't know, it's a long shot, but we'll see. Hopefully we can do it. Lots of options, but we're trying to keep recon. Starting with a smite on the Terminators. It does go off with a 5, D3 mortal wounds, does 2 mortal wounds, kills 1 Terminator. Next is Jaws of the Werewolf. I need to get a 7. I don't get it with a 5. Shooting phase, we're going to start over here. We're going to have the The Rune Priest fire all his bolt guns on the Terminators. Probably won't do a lot. And a crack grenade coming from these guys over here. Crack grenade hitting on 3, misses, and then the Wolfguard or the Rune Priest with his Storm Bolter and Bolter shots hitting on 3s. Missed with a lot of 2s, and then wounding on 4s. So I've got 3 wounds, and it's 3 2-ups, sir. If you would, Hank, do the honors, sir. I got 1-1, so 1 ding on 1 guy. I really need these guys here to go away on these guys here. So I'm gonna measure to see if this guy's closer to these guys or the characters. You start with this Vindicator here. Actually, you know, I'm gonna actually fire at that Razorback. He's still got some las cannons on me, so I'm gonna fire at that guy right there. How many shots? I get a total of 4 shots. I hit on 4s because I moved, hitting on 4s. I got 3 hits, strength 10, so 3s to wound. I got 2 wounds at -3, so 6s, Hank. And Hank gets D6 each, so I got 5 wounds. He had 4 left. Hank's gonna see if he blows now. He does not. This guy here can't fire because he backed out, so I'm gonna start with this guy over here. I really gotta kill some of these HQs that are chewing up my Vindicator, so he's gonna fire him. I think I'm gonna do keen senses for point. I don't have a lot of points left. Looks like I've got 1 left. So I'm gonna spend my 1 point for keen senses on this guy here. D6 shots, see how many we get. 1 shot with keen senses. Well, at least I hit on a 3, Hank. And I rolled a 5, okay. That's gonna be a 2 to wound. It is a wound on Cassius, so you have a save before a pin bone. He does not make the 4 up. Do you want a command point reroll that, Hank? It's 50-50 shot of saving. What do you think? No! D6, how many wounds does Cassius have left?
He's got all of his wounds.
All of wounds left?
He's got 4.
So if I roll like a 5 or 6, it could be bad. And I rolled off the board. So we rolled 3. So Cassius is still alive. Fire over here, I'm going to do 2 rapid fires on Cassius, and then these 3 rapid fires on the, well, let me measure. I'm going to have to fire all the drop pods. Shots of drop pod hitting on 3s. Wow, lots of misses. I need at least 1 5 here, Hank. 1 5, so it's a AP at -1. So it's a 4-up save for the drop pod. He's got 1 wound left. It's a 3. Does the drop pod blow? He does not. Blood claws that are here are going to fire up on these guys here. The blood claws that are in hand are going to fire, and the priest is going to fire on those guys in hand also. Blood claws in hand with the other guys, hitting on 4s. Only 1 hit. Wounding on 4s. Does wound. It's 1 save. No minus. A 3-up. Actually, I think you're in cover. It's 2-up. He is good. Okay, then the priest fires. He misses. Next one of the 5 blood claws fire up. Actually hit 2 with blood claws. 4s to wound. 1 wound. 2-up saves, so you're in cover. Yeah, he's solid. Just, you know, I totally forgot about these intercessors in this building here. They're just kind of hanging out, doing their own thing, waiting for who knows what. But, you know, they're just, you know, playing some cards. Space Wolves both do. Okay, so next, I don't think we got any more shooting that I can see, Hank. Oh, I'm sorry, I got 1 more. I got the Rockfest himself. I'm gonna throw his Thunderhammer at the Razorback. Here we go. He needs to roll 3 to hit. Zarjak. Arjak rolls a 1 and misses. So Thor in space throws his hammer and misses. Let's do some assaults. Start over here, Thunderwolf Cab on these guys here. So they need a 2, and they get 5 rolling over here, or 7. So we're just gonna roll around like this. Try to make sure that the Thunder guys cannot, hopefully, escape me. Over here, we'll just roll him right real quick here. He's got a 10, so I'm gonna do a little power slide like this.
Show off.
Show off. He's like, he does a little skid into him. I really don't want to charge those guys over there. Let's go around the board. Wolfguard Battle Leader over here. Looks to be about a 4-inch charge on these guys here. I do roll 4. Yeah, I've got to do this, otherwise you're going to just shred me if you interrupt.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I've seen what you do.
Rules. Do the trick. And
Wow.
actually, that one guy had 1 wound anyway. So
Okay. Okay, so let's go to my next activation over here. I will go with my first charger. I've got this guy here. He gets a 3 base. His warlord trait Saga the Savage gives him 1, goes to 4. He gets an extra 1 because of the new Marine Assault. And then I've got the Wolfenstone goes to here. So I've got 6 attacks hitting on 2s, rerolling everything, wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s on the Space Marines. So here we go. So rerolling the 1s. Okay, got those. Now I wound on 3s, rerolling 1s. Rerolling the 1s, the 2's gone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is a D3 mortal wound. Just roll that. Does 1 mortal wound, and then you've got 4 saves at -2. So -2, so 1, 2, go. Is that it?
And the mortal wound 3.
So 3. Okay. Well, I didn't get my bonus, but I did get 3 of them. We're gonna go over here with the Blood Claws on the tac squad here. Didn't get any Overwatch. We're gonna go ahead and do our pile-in. Okay, so we've got 4 regular Blood Claws and 1 Power Fist. Here you go. Blood Claws, this is just the chainsword attacks. We get 4 attacks each now with the new doctrine. Hitting on 2, so we got 1, 2 misses. Not bad, I'll take it. Wounding on 4s. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 saves. 10 saves, no minus, so 10 3-ups on your squad, and then I got the Power Fist after that. So 10 3-ups. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 dead, 1 guy alive still. Power Fist is next. He gets a base of 2, Blood Rage 3, new doctrine 4, hitting on 3s. He gets 3 hits, wounding on 2s. So 3 wounds at -3. He needs 6s. He needs 3 of them. No, that's the last guy in the squad. So Hank has graciously let me go out of order for my charges here in ITC. Normally I don't have to do that, but he's done that graciously. So I'm gonna have these guys fire, go on the heavy bolter over here, and then let's start with them. So go ahead.
Why delay the inevitable?
Right, delay the inevitable. So let's start with your heavy bolter, Hank. You get 6 shots hitting on 6s. Nothing yet. All right, so I need a 9-inch charge. I don't think I'm gonna get it, but no. And then R-Jack over here. I've got R-Jack right here. I'm gonna actually go on R-Jack on that last Marine over there. 9-inch charge. He does not make it with a 8. So as the dice god said, it wasn't meant to be. It's revenge for Hank. He's still got Crassies hanging on by a thread, and this captain over here taking on the intercessors. He seems to shred these guys pretty good. Let's see what Hank can do. Hank's looking over the board right now. Current score is 16 to, what do I have right now?
You have 16, I'm on 5.
16 to 5. He's got a little bit of a squad left here. He's got Devs over here, 1 more Razorback. Took out that squad there. The Terminator's being gone. Cassius on 1 wound and the captain over here. So arguably you could get, I'm sure you could, this guy's only got 1 wound left, so you're gonna get a kill there. Possibly with the rest of your combined fire, you might be able to take out some Blood Claws. So possibly 2 squads, maybe a Terminator over there on that side. So what are your thoughts? What do you want to do at this point, Hank? Do we play or do we stop?
At this point, I'm willing to call it and do a recap.
Okay.
It's pretty rough going here. In order, I think, to turn it, I'd have to do some really miraculous rolling.
Right.
I'd have to do some really terrible rolling.
Gotcha. Well, let's look up the points, and I just want to say thank you for the great game, Hank, and we'll do a quick recap. I knew Hank would at least get that last Vindicare, so I gave him the point for that. Gives him 8. I got 4 per round. Maxing my secondaries, giving me a total of 36. So 36 to 8 was the final score. All right, let me come around here. And we're in. All right, Nexus Control. Wow.
It's a rough game.
Insane. Well, to be fair, your dice were not on point.
No, but then again, they rarely are.
Well, it's that's here or there. I mean, we all have moments, but that was just like brutal, bro. I was just watching and just it was almost like hoping your dice would roll better because you get to the game, you're like, look, I want a competitive game, but when the dice betray you, it's just like,
It is. We're still learning the new codexes and stuff like that.
Yes.
So it's a lot of experimentation. And wanting to put something out on the table that looks good right now too. So
agreed. Well, you obviously have more powerful stuff. I mean, without question.
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate bringing good-looking units. I try to do the same where I brought stuff I normally don't play. I haven't played my Thunderwolves or my Wolfguard Terminators in a while. So thoughts on the new Marine updates? What do you think?
So far, I really like them. The Marine on Marine matchup is just going to be obnoxiously brutal on both sides.
Agreed.
And even now, in 2 lists that are not tournament tooled at all, that was a rough go. And potentially it could have been on both sides had we been rolling better, or at least I had been rolling better.
Right.
And I know in the list that I want to fine tune to, Gilman is not in that list.
Right. I'm not sure how Gilman versus Marnie is going to sound like we were talking about earlier. What's going to be a better combination? You definitely want that boost of a lot of good shooting units. And your units are on point. You've had some good stuff. I mean, your guys coming down the pods weren't bad, but again, it was a combination of a lot of different things. I've been playing my Vindicators in quite a while. I like them. I think now with the increase going to D6 shots across the board, it's definitely beefed them up, which is nice. Having the stratagem, at least as far as the Spaceball player, is still good at getting that 3d3 potential. Mortal wounds within basically a 3-inch of that one point on the board, basically circumference, is brutal. It is. But again, everybody focused on trying to kill them, which I like, because what it does for me is it helps pull away fire from like my Thunderwolves or my Blood Claws or my assault units, at least potentially, because those and the plus are tough as egg, which is awesome too.
And then in the list, like the list that I would like to play as Ultramarines does not run Gilman. The Devastator squads are swapped out for grabbing, which with the Devastator doctrine in this new version would be insanely powerful.
Agreed. Everybody I've seen is doing the grab, and you can drop pod them down now, obviously, which is just brutal.
And that's the idea with the other list. So that's one of the biggest differences in the list that I'm building versus this list that I'm playing. So,
well, I've seen some potentials some of the battle reports are doing. As a Spaceball player, I don't get that, but I'm thinking possibly get heavy plasma for me would be good because I can do a 5-man squad. Throw in a sergeant, possibly with like a storm shield to absorb a little bit of punch. The Wolfguard battle leader, and then a couple characters can ride along too. Maybe a captain for reroll ones, possibly something like that to kind of give them a little bit of a boost. I like the Blood Claws in drop pods. They're inexpensive. It's harder anytime you get that 9-inch charge. It's just the odds are against you. If I have Wolford come in at the same time, I get the reroll, which helps a lot. I used to get +1 for having the Vanguard Warlord trait, but that's been kind of taken away now. It only affects people who have the Phobos armor now. So again, last week we had a great game. I broke out the 2 Executioners, which was insanely ridiculous. Yeah, with the Logan reroll battery, Wolfguard battle leader, absolutely. You can drop knights, you can drop all kinds of stuff in them, and high wound level, toughness 8 again, and of course -2 to when you charge them. If you try and tie them up, tons of Overwatch when you charge them. If you got the Logan reroll, nasty. But this game here, I think, I liked having the Thunderhammer Storm Shield Terminators, but again, the biggest weakness is again things like Smite, things that do mortal wounds. It's just
failing the charge.
Yes.
Failing the charge is what did it. And the trick is maybe I could have squeezed them in over with Cassius.
Agreed.
Which would have given them a little something extra to make that charge. But initially, I wanted to try and get all 3 of the tanks in hand. And the only way I was going to do that was to drop them on the other side of the tank.
Well, we all know we were playing a game of laser tag with Ultramarines and Space Wolves.
And
we're playing over a little Imperial war compound here. I really like the Frontline Gaming. terrain here. It's awesome. It's you know, it takes a little time to put the wood together. A good Krylon flat gray is a good base. Got a nice little white on the dry brushing edge. Maybe highlight the doors, a little silver on the skulls. It looks sharp with the gaming mat. I like the combination. It gives you multi-units where you can take it apart, put it back together again. So kudos, you know, being a TO, Frontline Gaming, have got some specials. They take care of you. But just being able to go in and out, and making it easy to where you can access in and out. And of course, to the level where I had this one squad over here, my interceptors just sat the entire game.
Are they still in there?
No. I
finally
took them out, but the intercessors were gone. But overall, I gotta say, I'd say the first round, turn 2 is when it started. Turn first round was still pretty close, especially when you seized the initiative. I was just like, oh no, he's gonna take out.
I almost should have just gone second.
You could
let you come at me.
Right. It's like you could have, but Space Wolves kind of have to. Again, they don't have much of a choice. They have to kind of come at you, being an assault-style army. Unless I go more shooting, which I can. The Vindicators, I think, again, helped me. Haven't played them in a while. They performed well today, outstanding, but again, not bad overall. I guess a higher shooting army like a Tau army, Eldar army might be more difficult. But again, clump your guys together. Please let me go first. I'm going to move up. I get 12-inch movement. I got a 24-inch range. I'm going to hit your cluster. And if you put in a 6-inch bubble all the way around, 3d3 mortal wounds on a 50-50 shot is just nasty.
And initially, one of the things that I could have done too, which is, you know, you already deployed first, I got to deploy second, is after thinking about it and done something like that, I could have done my rapid redeployment,
right,
and just fully half of the board off,
right.
But normally, I figure that's when you're planning on going second,
right.
And then initially, as well, like I said, the list I'm building has aggressors in it, rather than an assault squad, and you know, it's a double battalion list.
Right.
So it comes up a little bit. A few more command points. It's not the same amount of command points, but a little bit more survivability. It packs a little bit more punch on initial drop pod in with the grab amps, and it's just right now it's just a matter of getting those pieces together.
Right.
And
what are your thoughts on drop pods? I mean, I'm hearing a lot of people. Obviously, we're in Arizona. We've got Don, who's in Arizona. He's kind of out on drop pods. I think a small amount, 1 or 2.
I think
it's not that bad.
For what you get out of them, I don't think that they're a terrible choice. I mean, there's 65 points, and then 1 or 2. I don't think doing a drop pod army is the way to go.
Agreed.
And then we just got to see what happens with if they decide to remove the pedals from counting as blockage.
Right.
That we're doing now.
At this point, it's have them closed, have them open, let you either one, which is fair. But what I like is, for me, Blood Claws basically, if I don't do either on the hunt for 1 point stratagem to come on turn 2, pack them in rhinos and then run them up the board. But now I'm having rhinos that go up. I pop smoke for -1. I hit my stratagem after I cast a spell, my rune priest for an additional -1. I've done that. That's straight. Nick Neovati came up with that stratagem. It's a great stratagem, and it works. I've seen it played for Space Wolves. I've seen it played for other armies too. But again, I think overall, with the extra attack now, it's worth looking at Wolfguard Terminators again. I think it's worth looking at Thunderwolf Cav again.
I guess we're looking at Terminators again, period.
Well, just anytime you're getting 3 Thunderhammer hits.
Yeah. I mean,
it's just
a lot of people are saying, I hear talk about aggressors over Terminators in, because aggressors they get additional wounds now.
Right.
Or is it might be the jump pack guys, the primary jump pack dudes.
For the aggressors right now, again, they got an extra wound each. They now have an extra attack each. So basic Power Fist attacks. For me, for Space Wolves, I'm hitting 3 with Power Fist, and now each of my base
they did great
get
work
3.
against me last week.
Well, we did, and I had a 3-man unit. Definitely in tournament play, aggressors, I wouldn't say they're auto-include, but I say almost auto-include. The way that I think you got to play them is more of a midfield army, where you're having them, either here or here, because 18-inch range doesn't give you a lot, but center field control, going in and out of runes, being able to charge stuff from runes. I think I think the aggressors are definitely
I think if
more
you're
about-
playing Ultramarines, a unit of aggressors
Oh.
is auto influence. As you can live in that tactical doctrine, you can move
Yeah.
and shoot as if you didn't move.
Right.
So, and then combine them with a Calgar or a Captain or something like that. You're giving them some rerolls, and they're going to do work.
Yeah. And then if you can back them up, maybe have a drop pod pop it, some grav arms roll out, shoot something on one side, they're going to draw fire. Then you have to split your targets. Do I take on the aggressors? Do I take on the guys that are on the outside as far as it goes? So either way, it's going to be tough. And yeah, thanks again. Appreciate it, man. It was a fun game. Thanks for watching All War Philippines. Take care, guys.